Hi everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to make rice milk just like you requested. When I made the oat milk, the response to do you want to see me make rice milk was so overwhelming. Today we're going to do it. We're going to make rice milk with some leftover cooked rice that I had in the fridge. We're going to make it extra creamy with a secret ingredient, and we're going to make it chocolate because why not? I can't wait to show you how this all comes together. Okay, so we're gonna make some rice milk. You guys, after I shared with you how to make oat milk, and I said if you wanna see how to make rice milk, so many of you responded, so that's what we're gonna do today. Rice milk is just as easy as oat milk, maybe even a little bit easier. You do need to start with cooked rice. So the ratios are the same here. I have 4 cups of water and 1 healthy cup of cooked rice. This is a great thing to do if you have leftover rice and you want to use it up. You can make rice milk. Today, for fun, we're going to show you how to make rice milk, but then we're going to show you how to make chocolate rice milk. And that's just going to incorporate the addition of some sweetener. Today we're going to use agave. You can use whatever you want. You can use agave, honey, you can use brown sugar, brown rice syrup, you can use granulated sugar. It's just up to you. And we're going to use a couple of tablespoons of good quality cocoa powder. This is a Dutch processed dark chocolate cocoa powder, and that's what we're going to do. This is best done in the blender, so we're going to add our 4 cups of water to our blender, and then we're going to add our rice in. So now the difference here is when I told you not to overmix the oat milk because it will produce a lot of starchiness that will in turn produce what can be slime in your oat milk. With rice milk, you really want to blend this. So we're gonna blend this on high for approximately 3 minutes. So here we go. All right, this has gone for 3 minutes. And as you can see, it is very well blended. Just like with the oat milk, now we're gonna strain the rice milk. Now you can see, I will tell you guys that I am using pre-cooked parboiled rice, or what they like to call converted rice. This is probably not the best rice to use, but this is what I had on hand that was already cooked, and I wanted to share with you how to do this. This is best made with long grain rice, starchy rice, sticky rice. If you use like sushi rice or brown rice, that'll be great because it's gonna give you a nice creamy result. We are gonna rinse out our blender carafe because we're gonna make you guys some chocolate rice milk. And so once we get this all strained, we're gonna put it back in the blender with our cocoa powder and our agave nectar, and we're gonna make some chocolate rice milk. I don't know how limited many of you are at this point. I know that in some parts of the country, state governments are limiting what you can basically buy. We're here to show you how to do things that you might not have thought of, and I'm really pleased that you all wanted to see how to make the rice milk. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep straining this, and when it's all done, I'll come back and I'll show you what happens next. Okay, I have strained the rice into the bottom, and you can see this. These are just the solids. And if you are so inclined, you could spread this on a baking sheet and dry it out in a low oven, and you got rice flour. I am not that ambitious, and I'm going to throw it in the compost pile. So you can totally do that. Here we go. This is our rice milk. And we have approximately 3 cups in here, and we started with 4 cups of water, and the rice is going to retain some of that. So if you want to bring it up to a full quart, you can add some coconut milk to this. It's going to make it super creamy and delicious, and since we're making chocolate milk, I thought it would be fun to just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to add this back into the blender, but try not to get too many of those solids in there because you will have them. And then we're going to add, I just have a can of regular coconut milk from my pantry shelf, and then I have about 1/4 cup of agave nectar. This of course is to taste. You guys, like I said, there are many different sweetener options you can use here. And I have 2 tablespoons of Dutch processed cocoa powder. You can use whatever you have on hand, and a healthy pinch of salt, which is approximately 1/4 teaspoon. Get everything in place and ready to go. We're gonna wazz this up for just a few seconds. So about 20 seconds later, and you have beautiful, creamy coconut rice chocolate milk. Look at that. nice and foamy. We're gonna go ahead and put this in a bottle and have Rick give it a taste. Here is our chocolate coconut rice milk, and I think Rick is really ready to give it a taste. It's super creamy. It looks almost like a milkshake. It's got, I can tell that it looks nice and thick when it poured into the bottle, and I'm really excited to taste it myself. Are you ready? Give it a try.
It's really good. You can really taste the coconut coming through too.
So if you don't want that coconut flavor coming through, then you might want to leave the coconut milk out, but it does add a little richness to it without making it dairy. So that's an option for you if you're going dairy free. Oh wow, that's delicious.
Yes, it is.
You guys, you can also add more cocoa if you want. You can add less cocoa. If you just want to make this plain, you can just leave it the way it was, but I do highly recommend adding the coconut milk in there if you have a can on your shelf, because it still keeps it non-dairy. It's still going to make a great option for your cereal or for cooking or whatever, just like the oat milk was. And I just thought it was something fun. So that's how you do it. That's how you make rice milk, and then that's how you zhuzh it up with a little cocoa sweetener and make it extra creamy with a can of coconut milk because you have it on your pantry shelf. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. I hope that this helps you understand how to make rice milk, and I hope that you give it a try sometime soon. And until next time, I'll see ya.